Loneliness, it's one of the quietest feelings in the world, isn't it? Especially when you've spent decades raising children, watching them grow, guiding them, caring for them, and, suddenly, the house becomes quiet. No more slammed doors. No more little footsteps running through the hallway. No more constant laughter, chaos, and questions that once filled your home with life. Silence can feel peaceful, but it can also feel painfully heavy. Today, we're going to talk about something deeply important: how to navigate loneliness when your children have grown up and moved on. How do you deal with this massive emotional shift? How do you feel needed again? And how do you find true happiness in a chapter of life no one ever prepared you for? Take a slow breath, and let's begin. Loneliness after your children become adults isn't just about an empty house. The deepest loneliness comes from a change in your role, a loss of your daily routine, a shift in emotional closeness, and a life that no longer looks the same. For years, maybe decades, your life revolved around your children's needs. Cooking meals, school runs, helping with homework, listening to their stories, waiting for them to come home. Caring, guiding, supporting. Your days were full, your heart was busy. And then, it stops. They go to college, they move out, they get married or start careers. And suddenly, your heart whispers, "Am I still needed? What do I do now? Who am I without being the parent they rely on every day?" This sadness is real. It's not that you lost your child, you lost the closeness, the daily connection, and the purpose that filled your life. But listen carefully. This isn't a failure. This isn't the end. This is a transition every parent eventually faces. You are not alone. We raise children to become independent. But no one teaches us how to handle the silence when they finally become independent. It takes time to adjust. But let's look at it from a softer perspective. They didn't leave to escape youth, they left to grow. They're not absent because they don't care. They're busy building a life. Their success is proof that you did an incredible job as a parent. Say this softly to yourself. This isn't the end of my purpose. This is the beginning of a new chapter. You completed one journey beautifully. Now life is inviting you into another one that is calmer, wiser, and filled with new possibilities. The first step to healing loneliness is simple but powerful. Reconnect with yourself. Ask yourself, what did I always want to do but kept postponing? What hobbies did I forget I loved? Who am I beyond the role of being a parent? When the children were young, you didn't have time for yourself. Now, for the first time in years, you do. And this isn't emptiness, this is opportunity. Many parents discover beautiful new passions in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and even 80s. Writing, gardening, painting, crafting, learning a language, playing an instrument, light exercise, traveling, spiritual reflection, photography, or just quiet time in nature. Reconnecting with yourself isn't selfish, it's healing. It's rediscovering the parts of you that were put aside for love. Loneliness often comes from a lack of meaningful social interaction. But no matter your age, you can still form new friendships. Start small. Join a walking group. Attend a community event. Join a book club. Try a senior yoga class. Volunteer. Join a prayer or meditation group. Say yes to invitations. Meet your neighbors. Rekindle old friendships. You don't need many friends, just one or two who truly make you feel seen. Human connection doesn't just ease loneliness, it prolongs life, reduces stress, and warms the heart. The world still has a place for you. Let it in. Here's something people often overlook. You now have freedom, something you rarely had while raising children. Back then, time was tight. Every moment had a task attached to it. you lived in constant responsibility. But now, you have time. You have space, you have choice. Emptiness is not always loss. Sometimes, emptiness is room for something new. Use your new freedom to explore new places. Take relaxed morning walks. Focus on self-care. Deepen your spiritual life. Read books you never had time for. Write in a journal. Spend more time outdoors. Simplify your life, and enjoy peace without guilt. The quiet can become a gentle friend, not an enemy. Your adult children still love you, but they are focused on building their lives. So the key is maintaining a connection that is warm, but not demanding. Avoid guilt-tripping, complaining that they don't visit, comparing them to others, expecting constant attention, or making them feel pressured. Instead, send a simple, warm message. Ask about their day gently. Be supportive of their choices. Respect their time, and make conversations calm and positive. When there's no pressure, they naturally want to reach out more. A relaxed relationship often becomes a stronger relationship. Empty days can feel the heaviest. That's why building a new routine brings comfort and structure. Start simple. Wake up at the same time. Do a 10 to 20-minute walk. Drink your morning tea or coffee mindfully. Read something uplifting. Plan your day. Do light stretching. Learn something new. Visit a friend. Cook a healthy meal. End the day with gratitude or prayer. A routine gives your day purpose. You stop waiting for time to pass and start actually living again. Your home is where loneliness speaks the loudest, but it can also become a space of healing. Small changes make a big difference. Clean and repurpose your child's old room. Create a hobby corner. Add houseplants. Rearrange the furniture. Change your wall color. Add soft lighting. Use gentle aromatherapy. Bring in new decorations that bring you joy. A refreshed home creates a refreshed spirit. When the children move out, your partner or your family becomes your closest companion again. This is a chance to rediscover each other. Share meals, go on evening walks, watch movies together, talk about your dreams, laugh about old memories, plan small getaways, hold hands, or simply sit in peaceful silence. If you're single, strengthen bonds with siblings, close friends, or longtime companions. These are your heart family, your lifelong circle of support. Loneliness is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you loved deeply and lived with purpose. Now, you are entering a new chapter, quieter, wiser, freer, and full of potential. Take a deep breath, place your hand on your heart, and say, I accept this change. I am not alone. I love myself, and I am ready to build a peaceful, meaningful new life. Thank you for being here. May each day ahead feel softer, warmer, and more filled with peace.